What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the Dread Pirate Dr. Disaster, and somebody might need to do a wellness check for those cats over at Red Thread Games because Dustborn might have one of the most disastrous launches of any game all time.
Nobody likes you.
At the time of this recording, there are 21 people playing this turd in the entire world, with an all-time peak concurrent players of 83. Not 83,000, mind you, but literally just 83. Nobody wants to play this overtly political take on American culture by a Norwegian company, and as a result, it looks as though this game is going to lose the studio an absolute shit ton of money. Meanwhile, Black Myth Wukong keeps breaking their own records and getting higher player counts every single day. Dustborn dared to release on the same day as the Monkey King, and they are getting crushed in humiliating fashion as a result.
Monkey?
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, where I keep a list of games infested with woke and DEI crap pinned to my account for your reference. My handle is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyhow, we gotta talk about Dustborn here, because this thing is an absolute embarrassment. Everyone who plays it complains about how pretentious and preachy and just plain unfun it really is. The game was supposedly inspired by the politics of 2016, which explains an awful lot about the product that we see on screen. But I have a suggestion for this Norwegian company. Keep your idiotic ideas about American culture away from us, and maybe don't try to preach to us about our own culture, because it turns out that this sort of overtly woke shit is about as popular as a migraine headache. But at least a headache can be dealt with Tylenol or something. Eventually headaches go away, but once you've seen Dustborn, that shit stays with you forever. And this is why Red Thread Games is losing their ass on this title. It is unbearably bad. But let's have a look at how bad this is financially. This data here comes from the website Gamealytic. It estimates that there have been 759 copies sold of Dustborn in the entire world. That's across all platforms, PlayStation, Steam, etc. And the gross revenue of the game so far is about $20,000. Or look at this chart from VG Insights, which suggests the game has sold around 780 copies and has made around 19 grand. Things are not looking too healthy for the bottom line of this company. With this data, we can make some educated guesses as to how much money they stand to lose with this game. According to their website, Red Thread has 15 employees that they pay, and the average salary of a game developer is $108,000 per year. Even if we assumed that this company was lowballing their employees because they are a small indie company without the funding of AAA studios, but if we assumed they were getting paid, I don't know, even $50,000 per employee, that still amounts to a cost of $750,000 per year to maintain, and the average game takes 3 to 4 years to develop. Even if we assume best case scenario, and it was only 3 years, then still, this game would have cost $2,250,000 in salary alone, not to mention the cost of voice actors and outside consultants and that sort of thing. I would conservatively estimate that they need to rake in at least $3 million to break even on this game, and that is being very generous. It's possible, if not likely, that the cost is double that. But we'll be generous and stick with $3 million, and with a price tag of $30 on this game, they need to sell around 100,000 copies to hit that total. In other words, Dustborn is getting destroyed. They can't even get 1,000 people to buy this turd. Meanwhile, Black Myth has sold an estimated 8 million or so units, and they've made around $400 million in just a little over 3 days.
Holy shit!
There is simply no comparison, obviously, but I will once again commend the idiots at Red Thread for this one thing. They created a unique IP and let it fail on its own. I love it when these wokesters try to invent their own shit and watch it get crushed. This, of course, is why these doofuses are always being subversive with properties that we actually like, though, because if they didn't secretly infest franchises we love, franchises like Star Wars, as an example, if they didn't infest them with their shitty ideas, then they would never be able to proliferate their bad political ideology into games, because nobody cares about that shit. Nobody in real life wants to get preached at about wokeness. But things will be changing in the industry if we can just keep up the pressure and not buy these very crappy games when they come out, no matter what title is slapped on to the woke bullshit. If it's something like Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty or something like that, even if it's a game that you have bought the previous entries for many times in your life, do not buy it these days. We need to smoke these activists out of the industry, and I think we can do it. Dustborn, as an example, is selling so bad that I expect to see the studio close down. I just don't see how a small studio like this can survive such an economic catastrophe, not without significant investment from an outside source. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop your mockery of Dustborn and Red Thread in the comment section below, and we will laugh there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.